know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for people to get in, because I know that you all know that something happened yesterday at Walker Stalker, and I want to address it. And I wanted to address it before today, before we go back over to Walker Stalker today. And I was given permission from Angel to do this because I wanted to. Because she's an amazing person, an amazing talent. And I wanted, before rumors got out, before all sorts of stuff got out, I wanted to address it. And you guys know we don't, it's all love. Walking Dead is all love. That's how we move. That's how, if you've met any of us, if you've been around any one of us, then you know it's all love, especially Angel. Like, out of everyone, this amazing, bubbly human being who is like, go world, is Angel. And so I want to address what happened at Walker Stalker. So I'm just waiting for, a couple of people to get in, and I can address what happened. I'm going to tell you all the story and the experience of what happened, and, do with it what you will. But I want it to be known. So if we start this, there's been a history with Angel and Walker Stalker, a little bit, because back in when she was doing the New Jersey con, she was promised a ASL interpreter. Now, let me explain to you all really quickly, if you haven't talked to Angel, what goes on. I know Angel plays a phenomenal character named Kelly, who is losing her hearing. Well, that is Angel's experience in real life. We call it her superpower, because Angel was able to hear when she was younger, and she's able to talk while signing. The deal is, Angel can't hear herself talk a lot of times, so she doesn't know if she's talking too loudly or too low. Oftentimes she'll be whispering, and I'll ask her, why are you talking low? And she'll laugh like she does with that amazing smile, and then she'll talk at a normal sound. But she was promised an ASL interpreter back in New Jersey and was not provided one. So Angel's girlfriend came and worked her booth for her and assisted her in translating. The deal is, Angel's hearing, she can wear a hearing aid, and sometimes she can hear when she has a one-on-one conversation. When there is more than one person talking, or there is loud things going on in the background, it's distorted in her hearing aid, and it will cause her physical pain. If you ever hear her, she'll say one at a time talking, or she'll cut it off because it can physically hurt her. Angel also has a service dog, Nova. Nova Theory. Everyone follows her. If you don't follow on Instagram, you know how much this dog has meant and helped and emotionally been a great partner for Angel. And she's just been, everyone loves Nova. It is what it is. Nova's not even a full 2 pounds, I don't think. She's literally the size of your shoe. And she's not one of those dogs that bark. And I've actually never heard Nova bark. And she's just lovable. Everyone loves Nova. So let's start with what happened on Friday. So when you go to Walker Stalker, the ones that know, you're issued a badge. When you're a fan, when you're a talent that's there, you're issued a badge. This year, it was a little difficult because fans and talent were issued badges that look identical. And they're the small ones. If I could show you, they're these you wear around your neck. So it's really hard to read unless you're up on the person who has the badge on, to see what level the fan is, or who the talent or celebrity is that's there. So that's what that badge does. This year, for the first time, though, I don't think security was notified of whose talent or who's going to be there servicing the fans. In walking to, you all know how Walker Stalker is set up. There's curtains that are up that we walk behind to get to green rooms. I can't tell you how many times I was stopped on Friday asking, "You're not supposed to be back here." And I would show the badge and it'd be okay. But by the time you've done that 5 times, because no one was notified that you belong there, no one who necessarily watches the show, and that's not their job to watch the show, to know who we are, but they should be provided with information of who the talent is and what their needs are. And so that's one thing, that's one level. And the reason I say that is because that's important to this conversation. Well, on Friday, Angel was notified that she would not have an interpreter, which is required by law to her. She doesn't need an interpreter because she just wants one. It's because she cannot hear in a convention center that is 100 times bigger than an apartment. Tens of hundreds of times bigger. She can't hear. She physically would have to look at you as a fan and kind of wave and not know what you're saying or know what she's saying to you other than thank you. And the reason why it's important is because even on set, us that work with her, that have worked with her, we even try to learn ASL so we can better communicate with her because we want to. It's called being inclusive, being, assisting and making sure that she can feel comfortable and communicate with everyone. So, in being told that she doesn't have an ASL interpreter was crazy because Angel has stated several times this is what she needs. It's a requirement to her. We learned that she didn't. One of the fans, who was also, I believe, part of media, I don't know if I'm getting this right, but I believe she's from Canada. She volunteered to help Angel translate for a little while. So there was a translator, an ASL interpreter that was there for her for a little while. This was not provided by Walker Stalker. This was a fan who paid her way into this convention to assist Angel. Because Angel's Angel. And we stand together. Hashtag I stand with Angel. So, in doing that, Angel was able to speak with her fans, and Angel's line was constant. And Angel's the kind of person, like a lot of Walking Dead, that if her line is moving, she's not going to leave and leave anyone standing there. That's not Angel. You all have seen Angel's videos. You know that Angel is for her fans. She is. Now, you all may have known that there was some history before where some things were referred to about Angel not being here. And Angel, like a champ, decided to come anyway. She talked it out, addressed it, and decided to come anyway. That could have easily been mortifying for her. But she showed up anyway because of fans. Because Angel wants everyone to experience Walking Dead, to know what they think, to know what they love, just like all of us do. And so Friday came, and she did not have an interpreter. Like I said, someone volunteered to help her. So that came. Saturday came. Her line was constant. Angel was, meeting fans, and finally had a break in the day. Well, a break in the day, and this is why that conversation is so important. Angel starts to play with Nova around the floor. Nova is less than a pound. You guys all know that Nova's about the size of this water bottle, to be honest. And so, as playing with Nova, Angel cannot hear. Her hearing aid is off because this place is humongous and it's noisy. So as she's running around with Nova, a security guard who is standing across from us. Now take it, Nova has been there all day Friday, never addressed. Saturday comes, Nova's been with us. Nova goes everywhere because she is Angel's service dog. So, airplanes everywhere. So, Angel's playing around with Nova. The security guard begins to scream at her to stop, pick up the dog in a very demeaning manner, enough that he caused a commotion. Now, all of this could have been avoided if the security guard walked up to tap her to ask her to pick Nova up, and it would have been over. That's not what happened. The security guard started yelling at her in a demeaning tone to get the dog. Stop, stop, stop. Well, we have very protective booking agents and agents that sit with us. And her agent that was with her told him to stop yelling. She can't hear you. He continued to yell and say, she's ignoring me. She's ignoring me. Now, also, if this security guard was provided the information that she was hearing impaired, he would have known she doesn't speak that way. She can't hear you. So he continued to pretty much verbally assault her and say, pick up the dog and you're not listening to me. Well, Angel sees that there's a commotion going on. Remember, at this point, Angel still cannot hear. She physically cannot hear, so all she sees is a commotion happening. So she picks up Nova and she walks over. So when she walks over to try to understand what's going on, there's no interpreter there to explain to her that there's something needs to happen. As he continuing to say, and what really drives me crazy, he made a comment. She was going to hit me. She was going to hit me. That's not what happened. Angel never even addressed him. Never even said anything. She couldn't. She didn't know what was happening. For the first time I've ever walked around a convention where there are police officers that are in full gear holding pretty much assault rifles. I've never seen it before at not a convention I've been to. And so there were officers at the time walking around with assault rifles. It is what it is. That's not my convention, so I can't say why they were there or why they weren't there. So Angel's standing there, and they're trying to explain to this man that this is her service dog. He's not listening. He is fully going at, I don't care, she needs to get the dog, and just really abrasive. So as that's happening, of course, the officers who are carrying guns are walking up trying to see what's happening. That's what their job is to walk up and see what's happening. Could you imagine being deaf, not knowing what's happening? You turn around and there are 2 to 3 officers standing behind you holding rifles. None were pointed at her, but they were standing there. In the society we have now, where minorities, especially blacks, are shoot first and answer later, this is what she turns around and sees. So you can imagine the fear in her eyes. So as her friend, as her sister, and you know how we cut for each other, I immediately go to her because you're not hearing anything. All you're seeing is this. None of them approached her. No one asked what was going on. They were just standing there. But to not have a sound in your ear and to turn around and see what's happening, it immediately arose in her because she's thinking, look, I don't know what's happening. There's no interpreter there to tell her. As we're all learning, no one's there to tell her what's going on. We're trying, but she should have been provided that. That's the decency she was deserved, and it's a law. So, as this is going on, Angel proceeds to walk off because she's upset. She can't understand what's happening. She sees it happening, but she can't hear it. So Angel walks off. As Angel's walking off, many of us are still trying to talk to the guy to understand what's going on. Now, the person who runs this event, I'm not going to say the name. I don't care to. And I say this all by letting you know that we're still going today to meet fans. Angel will be there today to meet fans. And the reason I wanted to address it is because I didn't want people walking up to her asking her what happened, and her and whoever's there with her having to explain this consistently. And I've talked to her and been given permission to do this. So in that happening, the person who runs the event decided to stand around in the background and watch as all this is happening. Never once addressing anything with this is his talent. This is talent who is here. This is, she needs this dog, kind of de-escalating the situation. It didn't happen. About 5 minutes of standing there, I made the comment to him, can you handle that? And I was told, it's handled. Walks over. He walks over, and the first thing that is said to her is, I have a disabled child that I'm also learning ASL, so I understand where you're coming from. I have over 100 members of security here, and it's impossible for me to let them know all my guests' needs, which is not true. That's not true. Last year, everyone knew what was needed. Last year, it ran smooth. We were able to get in and out of booths. People knew who you were. They knew what was happening. So it's not impossible. It's irresponsible to not do it, but not impossible. And so I found that very disturbing. Very disturbing. So as we were leaving, I was also approached by another member who is a talent that's there. And it was said that it was told to this person that Angel didn't need an interpreter because she could talk. That has boiled my blood so much because, yes, Angel can talk. But that's not her requirement. Her requirement is an ASL interpreter. Because although she can talk, she cannot hear the talking. Which is unfair. Unfair to her. So, in that happening, that was just one of many things. A fan approached me and said, I dealt with the same thing. I was told with my daughter, with there being no interpreter, sit her close to the stage so she can read the lips. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not what happens. Angel can read lips when her hearing aid is on, when she can hear. She will tell you, if you've ever met her, she'll say, slow down, and she will look at you and she will try because she is combining her hearing with being able to see you. She can't do that. She's in a convention center where things are loud. So when Angel decides to leave, because it's been a tough day, I left with her because that's my sister and I can't. Angel Theory will go above and beyond for any fan. You know that. She will go live. She will talk with you. She will sit with you as long as she's needed. She has spoken up several times about comments that you all have shared with her about your experience and anything. And Angel is there. She's there. She's always supportive and talking and there. And it's not fair. It's not fair what happened to her. And the reason I got on was because I saw all the suggestions of things, of people putting guns in her face and all this other stuff. That didn't happen. That did not happen. What she was violated because she was, one, talked to in a demeaning manner several times. She was not provided with what she was in. She is, the law says she's required to have. That was not given to her. Angel has a superpower that's different than any of ours. That superpower requires she has an interpreter. So with that going on top of all of the experiences that she was having at this event, that is what happened with Angel Theory. I can't say enough how proud I am of her for still showing up and still being there. And being there for the fans, because that's what she wants to do. You know, when she was told that she missed fans on the photo ops, Angel went back. She did. She went back. She wanted to make sure everyone got the experience of meeting her and her meeting them. Angel loves to meet you all and talk and go, as we all do, you know. Another thing that happened with this same person is, at my booth, many people know that I brought Michaela Gibson, who plays Doris on Fear. And I brought her. She's a good friend of mine. She's a talented actress. I brought her. This same person looked over at her in my booth and didn't say a word to her. Not a word. He looked at the booth next to me and spoke to that group, but didn't say anything to us. I've still never been addressed. Hello, hi, whatever. Nothing. And, ironically, I don't care because I wasn't here for him. I was here for the fans, But I want you all to know and hear it directly from us what happened. It is so disrespectful to not support anyone. But it is really disrespectful to not provide someone the services due to them. That having an ASL interpreter is not an option. That's not. That's what she needs to hear. That's what she needs to do her job. And so it's crazy. It is crazy. I don't know if Angel will talk about it. You know, I told her I was definitely going to talk about it because I was upset for her. And it's important that, you know, that she knows that we support her. If you get a chance to go by and say what's up, I mean, again, I'll say it, hashtag, I stand by Angel. I do. The level that this happened is not, it's not upsetting just because it happened. It's because Angel is an African-American woman in a world that is not giving us the best treatment right now. It's not. Sorry, guys, it's not. And what she experienced today was definitely some form of discrimination. Not just for her hearing, but the way this man talked to her, the way he addressed her, the way he, you know, let her know or tried to let her know that he felt like he was being ignored. That's not how you handle anything. That is not how you handle something. That is not how you de-escalate a situation. I definitely want you all to know Angel will be there. She will be still talking with fans. She will still be taking her photo ops. And, you know, I don't know how long she'll be there. I don't. But I do know that we stand by her. You know, it's unfair. It is. It is completely unfair. And Angel fought for an interpreter. She did. She said it several times. Several times. And to be told that she can talk so she doesn't have an interpreter, BS. So she doesn't need one that she could read lips, is BS. Again, Angel has a hearing aid that she can use sometimes, but it cannot be heard in a building with tens of thousands of people. She has to cut it off, or she would physically be unable to do anything because it causes her pain. I'm not even sure how to say that, you know, that what happened is a one-off, because it's not. It's not. It's not a one-off. It happens often. I can't tell you how many times we walked behind the curtain and we were being stopped. Why should you, you know, where are you going? Why are you here? Why are you back here? And it's like does anyone not look on the website? Does anyone not provide someone with a list of who the talent is that's there? Was the badge not made any different than a fan badge? So that way it would be easier for them to see that we were talent and we were okay to be back there. That's not what happened. You know? Angel was playing with her service dog, which is Nova. She was playing with Nova, and the security guard was upset that he could not get her attention because he didn't want her playing with Nova out in the open. Nova was there all weekend. She'll be there tomorrow. And when he tried to stop her and couldn't get her attention, it was brought to his attention she was deaf. Now, after this event happened, the disgusting part was the person who runs this event walked over to the security guard, saw it with my own eyes, people, patted him on the back like, good job done. Crazy. The security guard wasn't removed. So yes, Angel left. He wasn't removed. He was aggressive. We even stated he's aggressive. He needs to be moved. We're not comfortable here. Never moved out the way. Never once apologizing for not providing her with what she needed. Never once ownership taken about what she was going through. Like, it's crazy that even after the situation where, you know, and I just learned about this message situation that went on, she still showed up. appeared there and talked to fans and did what she was contractually responsible to do. And that's what Angel gets. That's what she gets. So I wanted to get on. I wanted to tell you all what happened. I wanted you to hear it from the people who were there, who experienced it, who watched our friend go through this. It's saddening because Angel's, 19? Like, she's the sweetest, most kindest person you will ever meet. She's always laughing. She's always, like, in a giving mood. But I tell you one thing she doesn't play. She doesn't play with her fans. She does not play with mistreatment of her fans. She doesn't. She doesn't play with mistreatment of people that spend time and money to come and see her. That's not her. And if you know Angel, she will go to bat for you consistently. And just for her to sit in that situation was upsetting. It was degrading, demeaning. It was not okay, I'm proud of her for holding. She's still, even in the midst of not being able to hear and to see, this police officer and other police officers around her holding guns, like big rifles. Who comes to a convention holding rifles? Like, again, no one pointed them at her, but when you turn around and you don't have hearing and you're looking at officers standing behind you holding rifles, you don't know what's going to happen. And to see that and to still go, okay, I am mature enough to maintain a decency to go, let me just walk off. Let me just, kind of keep my peace. That I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her. So, I'll say it again. I stand with Angel. I stand with Angel. Hashtag I stand with Angel. I do. Yeah, so guys, that's what happened. That's what happened. We went to an event where Walker Stalker means Walking Dead. Walking Dead people. Fear of Walking Dead people. Who these people are. Yes, we have badges, but some security should always be informed of who is there and their needs. I don't know what, I don't know how to save the live in order to be able to, to repost it or to do all of that. I don't know how to do that, but I want you all to share the story and to let it be known that this is what happened. This is, this was Angel's experience. And this is not a one-off because Angel was not given an interpreter in New Jersey. She provided her own. And, it's not okay. It's not okay, guys. It's not okay. We'll see you all today. Today's the last day. I don't know for sure if this will be Angel's last Walker Stalker. Because I know that, it very well might be. I don't know. I haven't got confirmation for her. But I know this will be my last because enough of my family has been violated. Enough of my family has been disrespected and disregarded. And, it was hard already being here without Carrie, without Cooper, without Kari, without everyone that we've built this amazing thing with. It's hard, You guys make it worth it because we get to talk and get to see what you think of what happens with us. And we like to hear the fan theories and all of that. It's great. It's great to break down that wall and have the communication between us. I love that. And we'll continue to do it with other conventions. I know I will. But again, I stand with Angel. Get her an interpreter. Get her an interpreter. We're sitting in Atlanta. This is a humongous city. Get her an interpreter. It is required by law to provide her an interpreter. And if you had an interpreter and did not have aggressive people there, it could have been completely avoided. Completely. You know? So I thank you all for tuning in and hearing what happened, and showing Angel some love. Continue to show my sister love because she needs it. She's a strong girl, she is, but she needs to hear it. She needs to know that it's not okay, and it's not okay for. And this is the funny thing. This is how amazing Angel is she wasn't pissed about the interpreter for her. She was pissed about the fans not having an interpreter either. No one being able to talk back to her was what she was upset about. Was also them not being able to talk to her. How selfless is that? To be like, I'm not just mad about me. I'm mad about them. They don't get to tell me what their thoughts are, or what their love is. So yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I know she'll be there today. I'll be there today. Come by, say what's up, you guys. Say hey. But yeah, hashtag Angel Theory. I stand with Angel. Hashtag I stand with Angel. Again, I don't know if she'll dress it, but I wanted to, and I told her I was going to, and she was like, Angel was like, yes, sis, do whatever you need, whatever you feel like you need to do. So, I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of the high road she took, because when he started yelling at her, all of us immediately descended on him, because that's not how you treat anyone, one. And she can't talk to you how she wants to talk to you. She can't express to you what is going on. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support that you guys gave Angel, me, for coming to my booth and checking out Michaela, who plays Doris, for just being the awesome fans you are, No, we ain't giving spoilers. We ain't telling nothing. So y'all can laugh that out. But, yeah, guys, thank you for, I battled with talking about it this morning or this evening, but I couldn't go there physically knowing something was wrong, because I didn't want it to seem like I was complicit with it, because I'm not. That I was okay with it, and I'm not. I don't know if my sister will tune in or not. If she does, Angel, we got you. We love you. We support you. And I'm so sorry I had to see this happen to you. I had to see you experience this. I had to see you deal with what you dealt with. I'm so sorry that I don't have the skills to speak for you as vastly as I want to, And it's nothing wrong with anyone learning ASL to be able to talk to anyone. Angel is one of many that have the disability of hearing. And again, it's not a disability, it's a superpower. It's a superpower. Who have the superpower of being hard of hearing. And, if you know Angel, I believe Angel is also doing a fundraiser where you can take pictures with Nova, and that can be donated. She's donating those to, I believe, I think it's some sort of pet, some sort of like pet project or something like that. But you can take pictures with Nova, and the proceeds are donated. Because Nova's so cute, and she's less than a pound, and the cutest dog, and is just so kind. And so I thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all at the convention, and then we'll talk more. But I wanted to definitely come on and say my piece and what I thought, and what happened, what her experience was, and what we were saying, I literally saw a black teenager playing with a dog who's hard of hearing being yelled at by an officer who had no disregard for the fact that she could possibly have a disability. How many people in America have been killed, wounded, assaulted because they didn't respond to a police officer in the appropriate manner that they felt? Fear is stricken, and that's what happened. So, you guys, thank you so much. I'm going to get off because I'm going to get ready so we can head over. But yeah, hashtag